Hi there, I'm John Spires. You probably don't know who I am unless you do, in which case thank you. And I'm a musician. Now when we were locked down in March, all my gigs were cancelled, and that's been true of everyone else that's worked in the music industry as well. I had 2 album launch tours cancelled, and all the associated press that went with that, and all the work we'd done in the lead up to that had gone. That amounts to about 55 gigs I've lost already this year, and all the autumn work looks to have gone as well. I've done 2 events to live audiences this year, and both were pilot scheme festivals, and I was lucky to do that. Most people haven't done anything like that. I'm here to tell you that I'm one of the lucky ones, because I still have the ability to speak to people. Yeah, I've got some sort of profile to get the attention of my audience. But the thing is, if this was me doing live gigs, so imagine I'm playing at a small art centre or theatre, there's the box office staff, there is the people that work behind the bar, there's the sound engineers, the lighting engineers, the tech crew, the stage managers, people like that will all be, have been employed by the art centre or venue, and they won't have any work as well with no live gigs, and they don't have the luxury to be able to speak directly to you. When I was touring with Bellowhead, we would go out on the road with a sound engineer, a monitor engineer, a lighting engineer, 3 members of catering staff, PA company, and then we had the promoters who actually put on the gig and did all the advertising for it. In a bigger theatre you've got all the venue staff, and that's all gone. We can't see any way this is coming back soon. The government has done some things for all self-employed and employed people up to date, but the problem is they're saying that, you know, they're saying their support's going to end because they're imagining everyone is going back to work, but of course we can't. It's not because our jobs are unviable in any other year. It's because there's a national health crisis, and we're not working because our industry is unviable. We're not working to save public health, and we think everyone in the industry should be supported, which is why this hashtag We Make Events exists, and I would encourage you to support it. Now, you know, I don't know if Dominic Cummings really said fuck ballerinas, and if he did say that, whether it was just an offhand comment or whether it was an instruction to Boris Johnson. I don't know that, but from what I've seen of the chap, I wouldn't put it past him. Let's put it that way. You see, this government is supposed to be a Conservative government. Conservative governments are supposed to be careful with the economy. Now, the music industry is worth over £2 billion to the economy. Not only that, it has knock-on effects as well. So when people come out for a big show, they will not only come and see the music and all the labour of the people I've spoken about, but they'll go out to a restaurant. Significant proportion of them will. Some of them will have come from a long distance, stay in hotels. That's gone. There'll be taxi drivers that will have taken them from their hotel to the venue. All of that knock-on economy is going to be lost, and it's bad economic sense not to support a thriving sector which, together with theatre, is 5.4 billion a year. I'm looking at old figures. That was 2015. I'm sure it's more than that now, if you include all the performing arts, music, and stuff like that. So you'd expect a government to want that to come back. But of course it's not going to come back, is it? Because people are leaving the industry because there's no support for their jobs. I think sometimes the government look at us and go, well, it's a vocational thing. They love it, so they'll do it anyway. And it's not like that, because you can't live on fresh air. You know, these people are going to have to go off and get other jobs. Theatres are going to close. The infrastructure won't be there when we come back. So if you want to see live music, please support, retweet. I know hashtags feel like a powerless thing, but we need people to contact their MPs and say, we do want to be able to see live music at the end of this. We want all the people and the infrastructure to be in place for that to come back, so that the economy can get back as well, because it's a side, you know, fishing, less than 2 billion to the economy. Music, over 2 billion to the economy. We're bigger than fishing. They're prepared to leave Europe for that. So please support the We Make Events hashtag, share things, do contact MPs and put pressure on the government to support this important part of our economy and our cultural existence as human beings. Right, what you've all been waiting for is this, obviously. Now, as you've been so patient, I'll give you what you want, okay? This is rhubarb and custard.